Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara, with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Looking to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, LA. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Lance now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Rico Gafford, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Just a four-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the keeper.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Rams add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up third down now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. 3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. There as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they'll go for it. Lance escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge...
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he he's got his big tight end here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 5. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 29, Lance, flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance now to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Again, it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. He'll look to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. First half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. So we've come to halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just... And oh, deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Mostert. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second and 2. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And hit Patriots kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 153 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Kelly. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile,